Hello everyone, my name is Amos Nimas and welcome to the current stream. So for this stream I want to show you this page on my website amosnimas.com. So it is the internet relics. So if you go on my site homepage, okay, let's go to the homepage. You have the internet relics button right here. So you can click on it and you will be moved to this page. So this page is an attempt that I made to try to kind of index, document all the stuff you can find on Weebly, old websites. I don't know if the music is maybe too loud in the background. Let me just make it a little bit less loud so that you can hear me better. So this beautiful page stores all of these screenshots and links to websites that are archaic, websites from an old era that is long past, the beginnings of the internet, if you will. So you can scroll and see all these websites that are unique looking, and you can take a look at them, see them in like larger, or even visit them, go on the website, see if it still exists. So this is kind of an archive, but I don't archive the full website, just a screenshot of the first thing you see when you open the website. This is all automated. I did not back up all these sites manually. I made a script to back them up on my site. But here they are. This is what the internet used to be. This is what the internet used to look like. And I think there is beauty in that. And I think that more people should try to at least remember this. This is vanishing. The internet is slowly dying, decaying. We know that. We know that a lot of websites are becoming obsolete, are disappearing from search engine. And if they are not disappearing from search engine, like the internet, it costs money to host websites. So a lot of websites, they just give up. They just stop spending the money to stay online. So they become obsolete and offline. And this is why I think this is important. It's a very cool project and I wanted to share it with you guys, so I made this video to talk about it. And this is it. This is what I have so far. I will try to back up more files. Like now the process that I have is a bit more optimized. You can see that this image is way smaller than, for example, if I go back, this image. There is a size difference, and that means there is memory difference. So I try to scale the image down a little bit, just so that it would be less harsh on my memory and on the hosting platform memory, but mainly my local computer backup of this site, because I need to have all this backup on my personal computer, and this takes memory. I think all these pictures, so I try to optimize it as best as I can. And again, read the disclaimer. This is automatically collected, so I do not endorse any of the content or cannot guarantee what is contained on this webpage. Like, of course I will try to review it the best I can when I get the time, but it's a long process. It's automatically generated, and I wanted to share that with you. And I also added other pages to my site. If you want to visit my website amosnimas.com, you can go on the home page and you have like this recipe page, and as of now there's only one recipe. I mean, it's there, only one recipe. And it teaches you how to create onigiri, which are very tasty, which I love. It's my favorite food right now, so I decided to write this recipe. And I took the pictures of how I make the onigiri. And there's also the Freedom blog, as always. Might be controversial, you tell me. And here you have like the last article I made on the what I call the neo-tech renaissance, or basically people using old tech or new version of old tech, like it's making a comeback. And this is what the article is about. Like personally, I just purchased a film camera, not a digital camera, a non-digital camera, an analog camera, if you will. And I think that's nice. I think that's cool. It will take very cool vintage picture that do not have pixels, so infinite resolution. That is great. That is cool. This is something that modern camera don't have. No matter how great they are, they do not like store the image in the same fashion as an analog camera. There is a difference. No matter the filter you try to add on top of the image, it will never equate a good physical photo that you go develop. And maybe I will try to develop this picture myself. I might write an article on that. Like the Freedom blog, as of now, has been a lot about freedom. You know, it's stayed consistent, and that's a good thing. But I want to merge a little bit my blog on other topics. So as you've seen, recipes, maybe tech article about technology, other stuff. Okay, we are past the crisis. Right now, I do not live in a state of crisis. Maybe financial crisis, but that's another topic. That's a topic for another day, maybe. I don't know. But this is my site, amasnimas.com. I'm very proud. This is my land. This is my territory. I do with it whatever I please. And if you have suggestions or want to submit articles and all that, you can write here on the contact page. Submit your articles. If you write some review, feedback, comments, you can now contact me, okay, in some ways. Please don't spam. Be respectful, okay? Try to be respectful. I put a lot of work into that. There's also the link page. No, this is the list page. I want the link page. This was like my first attempt at manually like adding links to these random websites that I like, minimal websites, but these are less random. These are more stuff that I want you to see. I should add there the link to the Temple OS website, of course, because I do like that. Like, this is stuff I want you to discover. It's not the same thing as the internet relics, which are more random, but I did when I saw this appear, I just made it first. Okay, when I saw the Temple OS web page load and be saved, I was like, okay, you go first, you go on top. Okay, people need to know more about that. But other than that, they are random. But when I see that a web page, like the content did not load properly, like I have one blank web page in here, I will try to remove it as soon as I notice it. Like this one has some information, so it's not totally blank. Bit boring though, so I might remove it. If it's too boring, I might remove it. But if it doesn't load, I'm sorry. Even if the web page, you can still visit it. I don't want to keep blank screenshots. Like this one seems to be a blank screenshot. Does the web page load? I don't know. It does, but it took time to load. So that's the reason why it did not screenshot it properly. So, and this one, it's the same thing, like nothing loaded, so you don't have a preview, and I want preview for most of these web pages, so this one I will probably have to remove it. And it's sad because it talks about the Tree Kingdom, which is very cool historical stuff that you can go visit here. But, and it's well documented. It's a beautiful old web page. It's a beautiful minimal HTML web page. And obviously, I don't want my site to be that bare bone. This is a bit too bare bones for my liking. But at the same time, I love to see websites that are just HTML, basic CSS, the most basic CSS you've ever seen. Like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I like that. And it's nice. It has like historical purpose and stuff. Like, this is cool. And Frisian.com, like this is Sengoku, cool. The proceeds of the Frisian School Fort series. So, see, discovered stuff, and it's cool. Like this is what surfing the web meant back in the days. We are doing some internet surfing as we speak. This is how you surf the web. This is how you discover stuff, and I miss that. I want more website, and I made an article on that that will be published on my blog soon, if it's not already published at the moment that you see this video. But yeah, about the old internet dying and how can we bring back the spirits of it, because the spirits of the old internet was that these websites were made mostly by individuals, not corporate entities. Big difference. Nowadays, blogs are generated with AI. They're created by big corporations to influence the masses, not created by the masses to share what they think or like. Big difference there. Big difference. Also, some of my article in the future will have links to Amazon product that are related to the article. I will try to be as transparent with this as I can, because I think transparency is honesty, and we need more of that in our society. And I do hope that you will support me. I do hope that this is a way that you can support my articles. And as I said, it will be product, like I will not add a product to an article if it does not make sense. So for example, if I write an article about the new camera I bought and the pictures it takes, and if I like it or not, like if I write a review about a product, I will put an affiliate link. I don't expect to make a lot of money with that. Just having a website has costs associated to it. Mine less than most because of how I host it, but that is like out of the topic. The main topic is that right now, if I can get any sources of income to help finance all the project I work on, is all the better, you know. And so this is why if you look at the recipe page, I want to be transparent about that. Every ingredient that are highlighted in blue, you have a link to this ingredient on Amazon, or even here in the tools you have, for example, a rice cooker. If you want to buy a rice cooker to start making your own onigiri at home like I do, you have a link to the rice cooker I use, so that you can use the same rice cooker and have the same, you know, results that I do. And if you like the mold that I use to shape my onigiri, you can buy that. So you see, it's natural. It's part of the webpage and it's useful. It's not. There's no banner. There's no flashing text. No spam. It's just I'm honest with you, and I want to help you find the product you need to make the recipe because it's a great recipe. And at the same time, if I can get just small support from Amazon, like I don't want to support Amazon itself, but if Amazon can support me like they do have these products, and even if I don't put the link to the Amazon product, people will still buy that product from somewhere. And like if somebody's gonna receive something out of it, if I could just get a small part of it to support this blog, this project, more recipes like this, all the better for everyone, I think. And I want to be transparent with that because I think transparency, like always. This site was made in HTML and CSS only, no script. But see the no script here? One of the pages that do use a script, if I go into recipe and I go into the contact page here, you see there is a warning here. I strive for a JavaScript free experience on this website. However, this contact form specifically use a small script that might use that when you submit your message, basically it might run some JavaScript to submit the message through emails, okay? And that's all it does. There is no cookie generated, no additional information like scraped or whatever. It's just for sending the emails, okay? And I decided that because I think the email format that I could get by doing that, being able to add a subject to the email and all that, was like outweighed the benefits outweighed the cost. Basically, it's I decided like if I'm gonna use some JavaScript, I will be transparent and I will just tell it as it is. And maybe this should all be yellow as a disclaimer, warning. Hey, I use some JavaScript on this page, which most sites don't do. And I think that the more I'm transparent, the more I say to people like, hey, I use some JavaScript. There's two ways to react to this. Maybe you will be like, what? You use JavaScript? That's horrible. But the good way to react to this is just like, oh, contrary to all the other sites I've used, you warn me of what you're doing, how the website works, how it's all like you're transparent. So we should, I think, encourage transparency instead of being triggered by transparency. Like when a website tells you outright, like, hey, this part of the site use a script, this is what it does, don't be worried, it doesn't do anymore. I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's scary. I think that's reassuring, and people should be reassured by that. And I had like a cool introduction for this website, but I removed it because I don't want you to open my website and have JavaScript run as soon as the website open. But I had a very cool menu that you could choose with the arrow key, an option and all that. It was very modern, very cool. But again, philosophically speaking, I don't want you to open my webpage and have a script run on your computer. Every script that is run on a web page should be optional and should be like the user should allow that script to run, or at least be aware that this process is going to take place if he proceeds with something, you know, be warned at least. So more warnings, clearer links. Like I realized recently that I don't actually like these kinds of links. I still use them sometimes, but I think that when you link people to external websites, sites. Like this is other projects, so you can kind of assume people can still inspect the page to see the actual link, but most people don't. And so I prefer links that are, if you go on my I think Freedom Blog links page, I put the full link, the original link, so you know where you click, you know where it's gonna lead you. There is no misdirection, redirection, it just leads you where you click. You see the full link, you can just copy it and paste it as a URL and it will open it. So I think more links should be like that, full link. I also try to back up some sites as HTML, as a PDF. I think that's very cool. I think, like, does it have any purpose other than being cool? I don't know. So converting site to PDF was something funny I tried once. There was supposed to be more of them PDF websites transferred, but you know, did not automate the process well enough, and I decided to instead create the internet relics that I talked about earlier that you can still visit. I suggest you do, and you can click on the Weebly surprise link right here, and it should open a random website from the old web. In this case, Space Jam. It's often Space Jam. That's why I had to add to my script that it do not back up the same website twice. And why is it always Space Jam? I mean, it's a beautiful site. I think that they don't just, like Weebly, I don't think it just gives you a random website, but it gives you amongst like the more popular websites of the old web or something like that maybe. Because I never found my own site by generating random website from Weebly, but maybe tell me if you, like, by clicking the surprised link of Weebly, if you found my site there, or if you just found my site on Weebly. Can my site be found randomly? I don't know. So this is it for this video, folks. I'm not gonna show you the program run of how I back up these pages for multiple reasons. First of all, I use my other monitor to get this beautiful aspect ratio naturally. It's the natural aspect ratio of my monitor that you see. This is a retro aspect ratio, and I like it. I don't want to generate pages in other aspect ratio. And so that's one reason. I do need to open a web browser to load these pages to be able to take a screenshot of them, but it's quite quick. It's a good Python script. I'm gonna be transparent about that. I'm using Python. Maybe I will publish the full script, but it's not ready for release. It's spaghetti code. It's bad code. It's full of bad coding practice. So I don't really want to associate myself with a bad script. But this is it. This is the page. Go visit it. Go visit these old websites. Go back in time. And there's also the Wayback Machine, but that might disappear someday. And maybe my site will disappear someday. So you can back them up locally. It's not a big file. You can just download that to a USB stick. At least have some reminiscence of the old web. This is the beginning of an era, people. This is when people started to be pioneer of the internet. And what did it become? It became corporate bullshit. Like all of the science fiction that we imagined in the cyberpunk movies back in the days, it all became real just in the web, on the internet. You're tracked everywhere. Like all the nightmarish visions of the future is there. AI taking over the world, all that. It's happening, but on the web. I might write an article on that. That's a good topic. Like, fiction is real. Science fiction is real, but it's on the internet. I should have like a catchphrase for when I end my video, but I don't. So I often don't know how to end these video. So I'm just gonna end with this. Be awesome, folks. See you later. Alligator. I don't know. I really need to find a way to end my video. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, leave a comment if you want to have a conversation with me or with other people that might have something to say about a related topic to what I talked about in this video, if any part of the video was interesting to you. So yeah, you can like, leave a comment, maybe, I don't know what you do on YouTube, maybe share the video. That's actually one thing very useful you can do. Like if you really want, like if you really like the webpage I created, or if you like this content or whatever, share it on all your social media and stuff. Please make that popular, and I will be able to do more with that. Like if it becomes, I cannot know how many people visit my website because it is a static website and I do not use scripts or a tracker or a cookie, so I don't know if this website is one of the most watched websites on the underweb or not. Is it popular? I don't know. Did a lot of people saw my site? Did nobody saw my site? Is my site the, like, itself part of the forgotten internet? Like, is it forgotten? Is my site something that nobody can find? I don't know. So if you find it, felicitation to you, congratulations, you did find something that a lot of people probably never seen. What you are seeing right now is something that not a lot of people will see. I don't think this website is that popular. I think, and you can open it with links, by the way, other cool web browser like that. Like, let's do that. Let's use links to open amosnimas.com. I don't know why I copied links. I know how to type that. Boom, going on my website. And normally you should be asked when you use links, do you want to authorize this website to use cookies, scripts, and all that? But you're not asked that on my site because I don't use that. How great is that? So now you can go, for example, on the Freedom blog. Maybe, I don't know where you want to go. You want to maybe read one of my last article. Of course, you won't see the article image, but it's right there. I think there's a way to open it. It's right here. So this image, I don't know if there's a way to open it, but who cares? You can also download, print this file as a text file on your computer, maybe save it as a PDF. Bunch of stuff you can do. But you can also read the article, see other article I wrote. And yeah, this is links. This is pretty much how it works. I don't remember how to scroll more smoothly. I don't think this is the whole article. I think I'm skipping a part every time I try to scroll with the wheels up and down to move. Yeah, I'm trying that, but it just skips to the next section. Okay, this is the whole article. Yeah, this is how you see the full article with the conclusion right here. Okay, so yeah, good article, by the way. You should read it. I should probably end the video right now. Bye bye.